Welcome, and thank you for joining me for day 1 as we start our 12 days of ZENMAS. As we get started, we bring the bottoms of the feet to touch, allowing the legs to fall open. Make our way to a reclined position on the mat. If we have blocks or props we'd like to utilize, we can bring those to the legs, to the knees, to find a more restorative approach. Maybe lifting to the hips, placing the blocks under to elevate. So we start to focus in on the breath, the body. Can bring a hand to the chest and a hand to the belly. We start to quiet the mind, easing the thoughts by focusing in on the breath. Releasing any expectations, any to-do lists. 5 more deep breaths. We take a moment to set an intention for today's practice. Next inhale is going to bring the legs up into center. We ground through the feet, bringing the feet about hip-width apart. Arms beside the body, palms facing down. On inhale, we're going to press to the heels, lift to the hips, chest lifts, finding our bridge pose. If we'd like to utilize the blocks or any prop, we can place it directly under the hips, allowing our breath to lead the body to ease. If we have those blocks placed under the hips, we can send the legs straight out. Notice what sensations this brings about in the body. Deep breaths in and long breaths out. Next inhale, if we have those legs extended out, let's go ahead and ground the feet back to the mat. Inhale, lift through the hips, we'll remove our blocks. Next exhale, slow with control, we return the entire body to the mat. Once we're grounded, we send the arms out to a T, inhale, and on that exhale, we're going to send the legs to the right side. Gaze looks towards the left hand. 3 deep breaths. Noticing where the mind's at, we focus back on that intention. Our inhale will bring us back to center. On that exhale, we take the legs to the left side. Gaze look towards the right hand. Both shoulders grounded to the mat. 3 deep breaths. Next inhale brings the legs back to center. We ground the feet. We draw the knees into the chest. Take a moment. Breath in, and when we're ready on that breath out, we rock our way to a seated position on the mat. We're going to ground through the sit bones, lengthen through the legs, flex through the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. On that exhale, we release. Take it forward, seated forward fold. Bending at the knees here if we need. We want to lengthen through the spine. Awareness in the body, noticing what we feel on the back of the legs, the hamstrings, the calves, what sensations arise and how they feel. We breathe through them, going a little deeper through our exhale. Last breath. Inhale brings us back to center. We'll draw both knees in as we ground through the feet. Inhale, lift the body up. Bending at the toes, knees go forward. We find a kneeling seated position with the toes tucked. All 10 toes tucked, coming for a toe stretch here. Next exhale, we'll ground the palms to the mat. Inhale, lift through the hips, take it to a forward fold. Bending at the knees, letting the head, the neck hang heavy. Next inhale, we'll slowly roll the body up, letting the head come up last. We'll inhale to reach the arms up, palms meet at the top, interlacing the fingers, leaving the pointer finger and thumb out. We cross the right foot over the left, grounded to the legs. Body goes to the right side. We lengthen to that left side body, not dumping all of our weight, but lengthening. One last breath. Inhale takes us to center. We uncross the legs, reset. Left goes over right, and on that exhale, we take it to the left side. So we lengthen to that right side body, strong and grounded through the feet. Last breath. Inhale brings us back to center. On that exhale, we gently release, hands to heart center. We'll make our way towards the top of the mat, standing nice and tall, relaxed from the shoulders. As we exhale, we bring the hands to heart center. As we inhale, we reach the arms up. As we exhale, hips go back, we fold it forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, plant to the hands, step that right leg back, back knee drops. We inhale, lift through the chest, arms reach up, low lunge. As we exhale, we ground the palms to the mat, tuck to the back toes and lift that back knee. Once we're grounded, arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to drop through that back heel, open up the hips, send the arms out to a T. Warrior 2. Tailbone tucked, shoulders relaxed. We inhale to shift it forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Lengthening through that left side body. Breath in, breath out brings us to center. Straighten through that front leg. Shift the body forward on inhale, and as we exhale, stack the shoulders, triangle pose. Keeping a long spine, open chest as we exhale, right hand comes to the mat. We square the shoulders. Next inhale, we lift through the back heel, ground the palms, and we send that left leg high for a 3-leg dog. As we exhale, left toes return to the mat. Inhale, right leg goes high, and on that exhale, we bring it through. Dropping that back left knee, we inhale, reach the arms up, lift through the chest. As we exhale, we ground the palms, tuck the back toes, lift that back knee. Chest lifts, arms reach up, grounded here. Exhale, hands to heart center. We drop through the back heel, open up the hips, take that warrior 2. Next inhale, we reach it forward before lengthening through that right side body, reverse warrior. Inhale brings us back to center. We straighten through that front leg. As we inhale, we shift the body forward, and on that exhale, we stack the shoulders, open through the chest, triangle pose. Exhale, releases left hand. We square the hands, the shoulders to that right foot. Inhale, lift through the back heel. As we exhale, we ground through the palms, right leg goes high, toes to the mat, exhale. Next inhale, slow with control, we shift the body forward, find a plank pose, wrists under shoulders. Exhale, chaturanga. Entire body comes to the mat. We reach both arms out in front of us, reach the legs come off of the mat, chest lifts. Lotus pose. We have the option of holding here. If we like, we can go for the tops of the feet, pressing the tops of the feet into the hands. We lift through the chest, relaxing through the shoulders. Bow pose. Gently releasing on exhale, we reach it out, lotus. On exhale, slow with control, we return everything to the mat. We bring the forearms and the palms to the mat as we lift through the chest. Notice what we feel here in the low back, coming to our Sphinx pose. We have the option of extending our right leg out at a 90, keeping that right foot flexed for our half frog pose. Can press through the palms, lift the forearms to find a deeper back bend here. Focus in on the breath and what we feel in the body. Next exhale, we bring that right leg to center. We can take it on that left side. Forearms can stay grounded or lifted depending on how deep we want to go in today's practice. Noticing the sensations in the lower back and the hips. Next exhale brings that left leg back to center. We can stay here at our Sphinx pose, go a little bit deeper, find that cobra, keeping the elbows in, shoulders relaxed away from the ears. We can play around by lifting the legs up, reaching the feet up towards the head on inhale. We slowly release the legs, followed with the chest on exhale. Shifting the body up and back, we take it to a child's pose. We take a breath at center, and on that exhale, we're going to bring that left shoulder to the mat, head to the mat. Find a thread the needle here in our child's pose. Notice what we feel in the head, the neck, and the shoulders. 2 deep breaths. Next inhale is going to bring left hand to center, and our exhale drops the right shoulder to the mat. We take it on the opposite side. We allow the breath to lead us to go a little bit deeper through each exhale. Next inhale brings us back to center. We're going to reach the arms behind us, interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders back. Come for a shoulder stretch here, reach the arms as close as we can towards the head. If we want to go a little bit deeper here, we press the hips forward, balancing on the head, coming to our rabbit pose. 3 deep breaths. If we're in that rabbit, next exhale, we'll slowly lower the hips, start to lower the arms, release the fingers. You can reach the arms all the way back forward, ground through the palms. We take a deep inhale and a long exhale. Next inhale, we start to lift the chest, walk the hands up. We'll flip the body around, come to a reclined position on the mat. We start by drawing the knees into the chest. We'll bring the forehead as close as we can to the knees, giving ourselves a big squeeze. As we exhale, we release the legs, arms beside the body. Take these last few moments to quiet the mind, to settle into stillness. So we take some time for mindfulness during our final relaxation, our Shavasana. We'll start to bring movement back into the body, wiggling the toes, the fingers. When we're ready, we'll roll onto that right side, find our fetal pose position. Take a few moments here. When we're ready, we'll make our way to a seated position on the mat. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Thank you all for joining me for day 1 of our 12 days of ZENMAS. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified for our daily video drops. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.